Prince Abdullah, thanks very much for taking time to join us to look back on what was another memorable season for Sheffield United. Firstly, can I just take you right back to the start, the close season? What were your aspirations and goals for the Blades at that particular time?
When we lost penalty kicks to Nottingham Forest, I thought I'll be devastated really, because I thought if we played very well the second game. We missed our big chances at the end of overtime. But I was calm, and I really thought that we will have good chance next year. Of course, I was sad, but I believe that next year it will be our year. I really had believe that we will get promoted, but it was nevertheless very difficult year.
Ultimately, the team did earn promotion with games to spare as well. I mean, what do you think were the instrumental factors in the club achieving its goals?
I think for the success we had, it had to take everybody. I mean, from the coaching staff, Paul and his the players, the fans, everybody working in the club. I mean, players and coaches get most of the credit, and they deserve it. But I really I know how hard everybody in the club work. You guys in the media, the staff in the finance guy, everybody. I mean, it takes everybody work from 100%, and also after all of that, you need luck. And we had a good team, really. I believe that the players we have a combination of experience and youth, and we had a good team. And I think at the end we're 11 points, I think, clear of their third place. But I don't. If you ask me about maybe an easy game, I can't maybe remember a game which I felt all very relaxed. Maybe one or two games, but every game was struggle, and maybe that's the Sheffield way. Sheffield, I mean the city, and Sheffield United the team way. But at the end, I think it's all good.
I think keeping the squad together, many saw that as a key reason for promotion. I know you got offers for the likes of Villemin and Jai and Sander Bergen in January, but you didn't sell. I mean, can you elaborate on the decision-making at that time in retaining those key players?
For me, I think the most maybe difficult months in my life, I would not say in the season, were from November until the end of the season, because I know that I put all the money I can put. I borrowed all the money I can borrow, and then I thought that for me I had two choices, in November: sell the club or sell players in January. And then we went into negotiation, and the only reason, of course, I was very optimistic. Even if you look at the bookies odds for promotion, we were favorite at the time. But I did not want to jeopardize the team chances of promoting. I did not want to be forced to sell players. But then when the sale was stalled, and we did not get all the money we expect to get, some of the money were late, we had a big decision to make. Do we sell players in January? But I thought if we sell players, especially the kind of players we got offers for, I think we would have had really tough chance getting promoted. So I decided not to sell. I don't think I went through very tough times after that, but it turned out to be the right decision, and I'm glad I made that decision, and it paid off. But I mean, it was a tough year, but now it's time. I mean, I don't think if we finish this interview, I'm meeting Paul to talk about next season, so I'll try to enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, the West Bromwich game for me, that day for me, forget about the money, forget about things, to share that experience with the city, with the fans, with the team, with Paul, with the coaching staff, with everybody working in the club, that's priceless. I mean, that I would think maybe if I live another 30 years or 40 years and I think about the most beautiful days of my life, I'm sure that the West Bromwich night will be one of them.
Yeah, you mentioned the West Brom game, and I know you came over for that one, and not only was it a great game for the staff, players and coaches, but the fans as well. It was fantastic for them. And how good have they been in achieving your goals this season?
I think I always say that Sheffield United is a big club. because of two things: the history and the fan base. Because if you look at some of the Premier League clubs, they don't. Enjoy what we have in Sheffield. I don't think we will get promoted without the fans. The fans make the difference. Especially, most of the games in Championship are 50-50 games. You win or lose in small margins, and I think the fans, like most of the time, give you the push to get over the line. So I think they played a big role. I think we were extremely unlucky when we were in the Premier League to play 1.5 season without the fans. I really think, like even Chris Wilder at the time thought, and I just met Chris maybe 3 weeks ago. We had a nice chat. We reflected about that season, and I think that really playing without the fans was a big reason we got relegated. So hopefully this time our fans will be there. This time we're up there to stay, hopefully.
And at board level during this season, what were the main challenges did you face, and how did you overcome them to help the club achieve promotion in the end?
I think in the board there is take risk guys, me, and there is like we should do it the safe way. So there was some debate about should we sell players or not, and I don't want to repeat what I just said, but the board also was helped a lot, and they're very good board, and we don't want to go through what we went through last year, but now I think we have to plan for the future. I know that there are some talks about sale of the club, and we don't know if that will happen or not. And until the day we sell, we have to manage the club as we will own it forever. So planning has to go ahead for next season, improving the club. I think we're now close to planning to upgrade the academy. I think that also is going in the right direction now. So we're working as hard as we can to make sure that next season will be a great season also, and the future of the club will be much better than the past 10-15 years.
Yeah, it's very, very much exciting times for Sheffield United now, back in the Premier League. What kind of steps are going to be taken to ensure the team's competitiveness at a high level?
The board and myself from time to time have long talks with Paul. We just had a long meeting yesterday. I'll meet him after we finish this interview. I think we will be ready. I'm not worried. Of course, there are some things under our control, but there are things that not under our control. We want to keep, if we can, all the squad we have. We don't want to sell any of star players, and we want to bring some players loan but whatever players we bring has to fall to one of two categories. Either they have to be young, and good, so they'll be the core of our next team, because we're getting older in some areas, and God forbid we get relegated. We want to have a strong team. Or loans, and the loans, I think we want the loans to be starters, to make a difference, give us better chance of competing with everybody next year, and not getting relegated. So the two combinations, we're looking at both, and we'll see what happens.
And just finally, have you taken any moments just to step back and reflect on what's been a fantastic season and a fantastic achievement for you and for everyone at Sheffield United?
I think once we finish these meetings and everybody goes into holiday, I'll have some time with my family in June, and then I'll start reflecting, and I'm sure I'll be very happy when I reflect back. I still go back now and watch all the highlights of all the games. Of course, only the games we win. I never can watch a game that maybe I should start to watch those and feel that it's but like yesterday, I feel so happy when I go through watch our goals, the games we won, but I'm not sure how many times. I must have broken my personal record watching the West Brom game, the 2 goals. So yeah, I'm sure I'll be happy when I reflect, and I'm really looking forward to some games in Bramall Lane next year. I remember when I attended the Norwich game, we won 1-0. I think it was Lundstrom to Sharp. I did not think that will be no more games. I could not attend more games in the Premier League with the fans. I think it was the last game we played with fans. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was the last game. So hopefully this year we'll have different experience. The fans will be there for every game, and I really can't wait. I was just asking Stephen when will the fixture list come for next year, just to I'm so excited. So hopefully it will be a good year. We can keep all the team we have and add to it, and with the fan help and with everybody, with the fans, with everybody working in the club, I'm looking forward to very good year.
Prince Abdullah, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.